Hello and welcome back.
Great to be here.
You've tuned into the Detox Health channel, and yeah, we're thrilled you're with us.
We definitely have a lot more health-focused chats planned.
We do, all aimed at giving you that knowledge, quickly but also thoroughly.
Getting right to the heart of it.
Exactly. So today we're doing a deep dive into something, well, honestly, delightful berries.
Yes, tiny fruits, huge benefits.
Totally. We'll explore their health benefits, their nutritional secrets, and even sort out some differences between types.
And we're looking at info from Harvard School of Public Health and WebMD for this. Solid sources.
Absolutely. So get ready because this information is going to be, well, jam-packed.
Okay, see what you did there.
Had to. So we'll cover the general pluses, the specific nutrients, and what makes, say, a blueberry different from a raspberry.
And the goal is really to pull out those key nuggets, right? So you feel informed, not buried in data.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Well, let's dig in. First up, overall health benefits. Harvard's findings are pretty striking here.
They really are.
Yeah.
Seems people who eat more berries might actually, well, live a bit longer. That's quite a claim.
It is. And it's not just duration, it's the quality, right? Healthy years.
Exactly. Berries are just top sources of vitamins, minerals, those disease-fighting nutrients.
So they can help reduce the risk of, many age-related conditions.
That seems to be the indication. Harvard's Eric Rim even suggests aiming for a cup of fresh ones daily when they're in season.
A cup a day? That sounds like a delicious prescription.
Doesn't it? And looking closer, nutritionally, they're powerhouses. You've got potassium, magnesium.
Vitamin C and K too, right?
Yep, C and K, and fiber, which is so important, plus prebiotics.
Prebiotics. Fuel for the good gut bacteria, that's key.
It really is. Helps them thrive, supports digestion, overall health. It's a complete package.
It really is. And the specific Harvard research backs this up further, blueberries potentially lowering type 2 diabetes risk.
That's a significant finding. And also foods high in anthocyanins, that's mostly blueberries and strawberries.
The stuff that gives them the color.
Exactly, the pigments. They seem to help with weight management too.
Interesting. So it's not just about the vitamins and fiber. These color compounds do things too.
Precisely. And there's more good news from the research.
Yeah.
Berry consumption might also reduce heart attack risk.
Wow, okay. That's genuinely heartening news.
And this is really interesting. They've been linked to boosting learning and memory.
Seriously. So maybe a handful of blueberries before, like a big meeting.
Couldn't hurt. And importantly, about availability.
Right, because fresh aren't always around.
Exactly. Professor Rim pointed out, and it's worth repeating, frozen berries offer the same health benefits.
That's great to know. So you can keep a stash in the freezer. No excuses.
Pretty much. Now, WebMD talks a lot about their versatility, too.
Right. You find them wild. In gardens, supermarkets, everywhere.
And the botanical definition is kind of funny.
Oh, yeah. What is it?
Well, technically, a true berry comes from one flower, one ovary, has several seeds.
Okay.
So, bananas and tomatoes fit that bill.
Get out. Bananas, tomatoes, berries.
Botanically speaking, yes. Crazy, right?
Mind blown. Okay, but for today, let's stick to what we think of as berries, like strawberries.
Right. Not true berries botanically, but super popular. WebMD says Americans eat about 5 pounds a year each.
5 pounds, that's a whole straw load of berries.
And they're packed with manganese, vitamin C, folate, potassium.
And antioxidants for heart health, you mentioned.
Yep. Then you have raspberries.
Whoa.
Red, black, purple, sweet, soft.
Great raw in smoothies.
Exactly. Healthy fiber, flavonoids, polyphenols, which might help fight cancer, lots of vitamin C.
And antioxidants may be helping with signs of aging. Nice bonus.
Definitely. Then there's acai from the Amazon.
Right. Harder to get fresh, so usually freeze-dried for bowls and drinks.
That's the one. And huckleberries, ever had those?
Can't say I have. Wild ones.
Yeah, mostly foraged. Pacific Northwest, mainly. Sweet, tart, purple, smaller than blueberries.
And supposedly even more antioxidants than blueberries.
That's what they say. A real wild treasure.
Cool. What about gooseberries? I think I've seen those.
Small, tart, juicy, green, red, purple varieties. Low calorie, low fat, but loaded with vitamin C, fiber, copper, manganese, potassium.
Little nutritional grenades?
Kind of. And marionberries. That's a specific type of blackberry.
Bred in Oregon. Right. Often frozen.
That's it. Good source of C and other nutrients, maybe protective for heart and age-related mental decline.
Amazing, the variety even within blackberries.
It is. And briefly, goji berries, tiny red ones from Asia. usually dried or powdered.
What's in those?
Good source of fiber, iron, vitamins A and C.
Wow, we've covered a lot. And WebMD even mentions others like salmon berries, mulberries, elderberries.
Is a huge category, each with its own little
This
profile.
really is quite a fruitful area to study.
Okay, but yeah, the diversity is incredible.
Let's dive into some specific health benefits WebMD flags. Blood sugar.
Right. Research suggests blueberries might help manage blood sugar, possibly linked to that deep blue pigment, the anthocyanins again.
It's an interesting connection between the color and the effect.
It is. Still being researched, of course. Then cancer prevention.
Which berries are highlighted there?
Acai, lingonberries, black raspberries, noted for high antioxidant levels protecting cells.
Makes sense. Antioxidants fighting cell damage is pretty fundamental.
Exactly. Then eye health. Antioxidants might reduce risk of age-related macular degeneration.
A leading cause of vision loss, right?
Sadly, yes. And some early work on goji berries, possibly increasing macular pigment density, but needs more research.
And cataracts, any link?
Potentially. Antioxidants might help, maybe linked to vitamin C, but again, more research needed to be sure.
Okay, so promising signs, but not definitive yet for eyes. What about heart health? That came up earlier.
Yes, berries like raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries are high in soluble fiber.
Which helps lower cholesterol.
Correct. And the antioxidants, again, potentially preventing heart disease and high blood pressure. It's a double whammy.
Fiber and antioxidants, good combo.
Very good. And that soluble fiber also helps with weight management.
How so?
Promotes fullness. Feeling full helps manage calorie intake, potentially.
Makes sense. Less room for other stuff if you're full of berries.
Basically. Some research even hints doubling fiber intake might slightly reduce calorie absorption.
Interesting. Every little bit helps. Finally, inflammation.
Yeah, chronic inflammation is linked to so many major diseases. Heart disease, cancer, diabetes, obesity.
And berries can help fight it.
The polyphenols and antioxidants seem to help the body combat chronic inflammation. It's a really significant potential benefit.
Definitely sounds like it. Okay, let's talk numbers. What's actually in them? WebMD gives examples.
Yep. A half cup of blueberries,
Mhm.
about 42 calories, tiny bit of protein, some carbs, 2 grams fiber, 7 sugar, plus vitamin C.
Okay. And blackberries, same amount.
Half cup blackberries, about 31 calories, a gram of protein, fewer carbs and sugar than blueberries, but more fiber, 4 grams, and more vitamin C.
So similar looking but different profiles. Half a cup is the usual serving.
That's the general recommendation, yeah. Nutrient dense for sure. Low calories, lots of fiber, and C.
Got it. Now, foraging came up earlier with huckleberries. Any warnings about wild berries?
Huge warnings. Number 1, absolute certainty on identification. Some
Yeah.
wild berries are toxic. Don't guess.
Right. Not worth the risk.
Not at all. Also, avoid roadside's potential residue. And be aware of possible pesticides elsewhere.
And always wash them, right? Wild or bought.
Always wash thoroughly. Basic food safety.
Okay. So, assuming we've got safe, clean berries, how best to enjoy them?
Oh, they're super versatile. Fresh is great, obviously. Cooked is fine too. You lose minimal vitamin C.
So add them to what? Cereal? Yogurt?
Perfect. Oatmeal, yogurt, pancakes, cereal. Toss them in salads, great as a snack on their own.
Smoothies? Baking?
Definitely smoothies.
Hmm.
Bake into muffins. WebMD even suggests adding them to lemonade.
Ooh, nice twist. These ideas are quite appealing, eh?
Yes, very. Lots of easy ways to get more berries in.
Okay, one last specific thing. Black raspberries versus blackberries. People mix them up.
All the time. They look similar, but Healthline clarifies they are distinct fruits.
Both aggregate fruits, made of drupelets, canberries.
That's right. Black raspberries are actually a variety of red raspberry, native to North America, sometimes called black caps.
Grown mostly Pacific Northwest. Shorter season, less common.
Yep, mainly July harvest, harder to find fresh year-round compared to blackberries.
Which grow more widely.
Exactly. Blackberries are, in many parts of the world, readily available fresh much of the year.
So how do you tell them apart after picking?
The core. Black raspberries leave a hollow core when picked. The center stays on the stem.
Ah, okay. And blackberries.
The whole fruit comes off, core and all. Solid center, that's the key difference.
Handy tip. Any other differences? Texture? Flavor?
Yeah, black raspberries are generally softer, more perishable because they're hollow. Blackberry drupelets are smooth, glossy. Raspberry ones have tiny hairs.
Hairs. Okay. And taste.
Blackberries tend to be more tart. Black raspberries are usually sweeter.
So distinct personalities. What about nutrition? Are they similar there?
Very similar, actually. A cup of each has roughly the same calories, protein, fat, carbs. Both are excellent fiber and vitamin C sources.
And both have those anthocyanins. the color compounds.
They do, giving them that dark color. Linked to healthier blood vessels, potential cancer protection. So nutritionally, both are great choices.
Good to know. And enjoying them, same ways apply. Fresh, frozen.
Pretty much the same. Fresh is best used quickly, within a few days. Keep refrigerated. Great in salads, on oats, yogurt, cheese boards.
And frozen works well, too.
Absolutely. Great for out-of-season use. Antioxidants hold up well. Texture changes a bit, but perfect for baking, sauces, smoothies.
Jams, too.
Yep. Though blackberry jam might need a bit more sugar because they're tartar.
Makes sense. Okay, so wrapping this up, the big takeaway.
Berries are just nutritional powerhouses.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So many benefits: longevity, heart, blood sugar, brain health.
And even similar ones like black raspberries and blackberries have unique points but are both packed with goodness.
Exactly. They're small fruits with a huge positive impact.
So hopefully everyone listening now has a deeper dive into the wonderfully fruitful world of berries.
Huh. It really is amazing what they offer.
So here's a final thought for everyone to maybe mull over.
Oh boy.
Which berries could you add more of? Which benefits really speak to you? Maybe try a new type you haven't had?
Good challenge.
Yeah.
Explore the berry aisle.
Definitely. And if you found this deep dive informative, maybe even a little entertaining,
Hey, try.
then please do subscribe to the Detox Health channel. We've got many more health explorations planned.
Lots more to unpack in the world of wellness.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for tuning in.